football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Packers and the Buccaneers. All that and more coming up next.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
To the air right away is Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Throwing on first down is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. On the return, it's White. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm up QB too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Fournette. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fournette running out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Brady now on 1st down. Man open, here is Jones. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Julio Jones from 21 yards away. And the Bucs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Packers offense set to go.
And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Rodgers now on first down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Up the gut, Fournette. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Evans has it left side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14.
But we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. To throw is Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Fournette will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
Extra point try now for Succop. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 9-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Now it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the 1st half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Succop for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the 1st half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
From the 38, Rodgers setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
He was brought down on the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Fournette once more on 2nd down.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
Fournette, the ball carrier. Kenny Clark in on the stop.
On 3rd down, Fournette.
62 yards rushing for him now, as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
We all love that home run in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. Got short yardage, trying to pick up first downs. That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Brady now on first down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Brady. He completes it to Evans. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Packer offense heading back for one final first-half drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Giants squaring off against the Los Angeles Rams. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. On second down, it's Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. It may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Here's Brady to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Brady. Touchdown! Evans, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point put through by Succop, and it is 28-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Now the Packers get set to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Right side to Watson.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers.
Quick slant to Watson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Complete. This is Lewis. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped him for no gain.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they will remain well behind.
Partner, this is certainly turning out to be one of those days. Here we are in the second half. They're being shut out. Offense is doing nothing. And you're just saying, please, come on, give us something here to your kicker. But even this is no good.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. Well, up big with still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Now Brady again. This is caught by Evans. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's a give to Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady.
Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And it's caught.
And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's understanding where the markers are because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here?
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes this 35-0 now. pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers
Completes it again to Dobbs.
and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the delay, Jones. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Rodgers.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. Here's Rodgers to throw.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
99 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead. Your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Fournette. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
The Buccaneers are moving on in these playoffs as we say thanks for watching and so long.